Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 26 Road to Glory series video. Today, it is time for the college football playoffs here in Ryan Gamer's sophomore season as the quarterback for the Kentucky Wildcats. The year is 2027. We have a first round playoff matchup between the number 5 ranked Kentucky Wildcats against the Tulane Green Wave, who is ranked number 12. Now, we played in the SEC championship game in the last episode against the LSU Tigers, and LSU beat us for the second time this year. One time in the season, and then in the SEC championship. Only losses this year are to LSU, but I mentioned that because we went from the number 1 seed to number 5. So Alabama did not make the conference championship, and they were better off for it. This Kentucky team got penalized for making the conference championship and losing, which is not how it's supposed to be. But I mean, as we saw in real life this year, the College Football Playoff Committee can do whatever they want, right? And they will penalize some teams for losing, and others they won't penalize. So yes, we would have been better off not making the conference championship. We would have kept our 1 or 2 seed because Alabama didn't make it and they have a 2 seed. So we went and lost in a close game and dropped to 5. So this is a huge game, of course. I mean, I'm so nervous for this one. Tulane is a good team. Are we the better team? You take a look at these two teams by the numbers this year. Yes, we've had a much tougher schedule, and we are the better football team. We've averaged 39 points per game in the SEC. That is insane. They've averaged 30. We've averaged 421 passing yards. They've averaged 248 with a lot of rushing, though. 157 rushing yards for them. But they're playing against a great defense this week. Now, our impact player is Mason Williams. He's got to step up today. Now, the reason is we lost Hilton Jr. Our superstar receiver went down with a foot fracture last week. He will be out. He might be able to play in the national championship game if we make it. That is a massive loss for this team. And overall wise, yes, we are by far the better team. 84, 86, 81 versus 74, 74, and 76. I looked at their roster. They've got talent, but we are way faster and way better. This game should not be close. It doesn't mean it's not going to be close, because in playoff games, you just never know what's going to happen. But this game is in Lexington, Kentucky. It might be a good thing we lost that SEC championship, because we get to have a home playoff game here for Ryan Gamer. Big Blue Nation is going to be fired up. And here's your look at the 2027 College Football Playoff Bracket. First round buys are number 1 Miami, number 2 Alabama, number 3 Notre Dame, and number 4 Penn State. Number 5 Kentucky against number 12 Tulane. Number 8 Auburn against number 9 Michigan. Number 6 Oregon against number 11 Houston, and number 7 LSU against number 10 Georgia. There are some big time matchups here in round number 1. Make your predictions. Who will make the national championship on each side, and then who will win the 2027 national championship? Okay, so before we dive into the game, let's do the weekly agenda. Now, we don't have to worry about finals or anything like that. School's over. So I think it's best to just focus on leadership. Let's try to improve our leadership, and we want that clear-headed protection from composure loss perk. That's the main thing we're looking for. We got to get to excellent leadership to get it, so still quite a ways from it. So yeah, we're going to max out there. And if y'all get some enjoyment today, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for plenty more sports game content. But it is time for the first round of the playoffs. Number 5 Kentucky against number 12 Tulane. Let's do this, everybody. Let's play focused football. Let's play smart and not turn over the football. We're going to win the game. Simple as that. Now, as far as uniforms, I think we go the default home. I think we got to go blue and white here for the postseason. Let's see what Tulane is going to wear today. Yeah, okay. I like it. I like their away jerseys. Those are awesome. Coach Dodge's playbook is Georgia, a 3-4 defense. We are good to go. The game of the week here. Kentucky dropped to 5 after losing to LSU. We're going to dominate today. And you know what? I hope LSU makes it to the national championship game. I want to play them for the 3rd time this year, and I want to crush them. Let's do this, everybody. Ryan Gamer on the field here for the postseason. Fired up. Ready to go. This game should not be close. Like, I don't want to speak too soon. It shouldn't be close. But you know how it goes. You just never know what's going to happen in the college football playoffs. well, just in college football in general. The playoffs, I mean, you know, home field advantage is huge, so we do have the big advantage, definitely. But Tulane is not going to hold back. I can guarantee you that. A postseason game in Lexington, Kentucky. That's a dream. I still dream of this day. Like, I dream of this day. My Kentucky Wildcats getting a postseason home game in real life. I dream of that day. It's going to happen one day, right? Let's play some football, everybody. College football playoffs start now. Our defense stops Tulane. PA verticals. Coach Dodge being aggressive here to start. I love it.
Play action here on first
Mason
down.
Williams. Or was that Rodriguez?
It's Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez, the other tight end. What a route.
That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down.
Mason Williams has got to have a big game. Our receiving core has got to step up and fill the shoes of Hilton Jr. Tough shoes to fill, but our team stepped up last week after the early injury. He exited that game early. We lost, obviously, but still.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Yeah, that was great defense from Tulane
Offense
there.
facing third and short, approaching midfield.
Looking at Gilmore.
Here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision?
What a catch! What? That's what we got to do. Gilmore had a big game last week in the SEC Championship. That is huge.
Still leaving the option for a potential run.
Now, we should be able to beat them deep. We have way more speed than they have.
The result is a big gain and a first down.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake.
Bad time for that.
The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Hey, Wilcox is back. Oh, that's a great route. Banks, did you all see how quick he was off that slant? I love that Coach Dodge is being aggressive. All pass plays right now. Wait, Wilcox is actually playing. You love to see it.
Makes a quick grab.
It's the postseason. How many weeks do we have off? A couple.
So it's second and
Well,
three.
I think we just have 1 week.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Catch made over
So
the
a big mismatch is their secondary. We should be able to throw for 500 yards today. Should.
This quarterback, he really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had.
Like, I'm not saying they're
Great
bad.
timing and a good job of
I would never
squeezing
say
it
that.
in between the defenders.
I made that mistake before of calling out teams, but we're just better.
Second and 10 here. To draw play.
That should have been open, but it wasn't at all.
Nowhere.
Oh,
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But
blitz,
instead,
that's a great
it's
hot
almost like
route.
the defense is
I hot routed
expecting the
Wilcox straight up the field, touchdown.
Claim the lead in this playoff game.
I had a feeling they were blitzing there. That's why I changed that. Beautiful.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
I love to hear on U of K in the playoffs. Way to fight for that touchdown. Wilcox is back. He is back. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? So again, I do have to point out, I said this at the end of the last episode. I did turn off wear and tear. Our season health was almost all the way out, so we had about 1 game left. So I've talked about this entire series. The way the wear and tear system is, even lowering those sliders, it's just too punishing. So it was either turn off wear and tear or just stop this series, and I don't want to stop this series. So I did turn off wear and tear. Next year, I'm going to have it off as well. And it's just too overpowered. Maybe next year we try to find sliders of wear and tear that's more realistic, but we tried that this year and it didn't make sense. I mean, like, it was just so wild the way it was. Ryan, this would have been our last game of the year, regardless of what happened with the wear and tear. So yeah, and you can see our season health is all the way up. That is why it's showing that, because I did turn it off. But as I already said that, and I did it at the end of the last episode. So here we go.
And the Kentucky offense.
I'm glad I remembered to do it.
The passing game was so
this would have been the end.
Last possession, right down for a touchdown.
And also, it's important to point out, our career wear and tear, Ryan would have been able to play next season, and that's it. So it's just wild the way they did it.
What the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards.
How many players in college football, quarterbacks, do you see not being able to play their entire careers? Like, we have not been hit, like, too aggressive.
On this first down play. And the same runners got it again.
See, that's where we have a massive advantage. Our line is better. We just have a better team. We just got to act like it.
Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds his target.
And also, Wilcox this year barely had, he didn't get a lot of touches and carries, but he hasn't been able to play. Like, the wear and tear is just insane.
Job of yards after the catch situations, and they're easy completions for the quarterback.
We may adjust some sliders next year and just see, but I don't know. I don't even think I want to mess with it because of the career wear and tear. I just think it's more frustrating in Road to Glory than anything else. Like in Dynasty, it's never an issue for me.
From there, how aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The back's got it.
We're just dominating,
right? But look at that defense swarm to the football. Now it's 2nd down here.
Banks is open for a touchdown.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man.
What a catch!
It's Banks.
Who's going to step up for Hill Jr.? Wait, why did it just skip the touchdown? I wanted to watch the celebration. I must have accidentally hit something on the controller. Banks stepped it up. Banks is the one. Hilton Jr. went down with an injury. Banks comes out this week dominating. The catches he's making are impossible. Not impossible, but great catches. And I don't think Tulane must have, like, cornerbacks that have the pass breakup perk. Those make a massive difference. Listen, this game shouldn't be close. This is how it should be.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
You know, Mason Williams has sure hands in 50-50. Rarely drops it. He dropped the game winner last week.
Makes it 2nd and medium.
What a game that was. 67 didn't block. Okay. That's interesting.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30.
Looking at Wilcox here.
Going. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by...
I don't want to talk about it. And they score. Listen, you're going to make mistakes. Mistakes going to happen. Look, the Kentucky fans are crushed here. It's all right. Listen, it's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you respond after those mistakes.
Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Washington.
Way to fight.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
I tell you, I got to show this offensive line. This line, right for pass blocking right now, is unstoppable. Look, I mean, that is how you block right now. Now, Tulane doesn't have the strongest defensive line. Like, I know that. But still, that is great blocking all the way across the board. They made that play. We could have threw it to anybody. We had 3 open receivers there. The running back was open. Everybody was open. So that's how you play right there. If the offensive line keeps this up, it's going to be a big game. Going to take a screenshot here, and let's dominate. No more interceptions. You know, what do you always say? Ryan's always good for about 1 or 2 interceptions a game. We just went ahead and got it out of the way early.
Boy, another positive game for this offense.
We don't need to talk about how it happened. You already know. Let's not worry about it.
It's time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
What am I doing?
That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Oh, no.
2nd and 10.
Oh, no.
The incompletion.
Okay.
From the
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
2nd down. We're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end.
What a play! Mason Williams. That's what 50-50 in sure hands does right there. Beautiful play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now.
I'm hitting Gilmore deep for a touchdown here.
For the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Third pick?
Well,
that's her second pick.
Interceptions for this quarterback. And
he said it right.
In the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
I hit the wrong button. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. We got to do better is all I'm going to say. 2 interceptions last week, 2 interceptions this week, and we're letting Tulane in this game in front of our home fans. This is embarrassing. It's not about the mistakes you make, but how you respond. Wake up.
Let's see what they can do here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Offense getting set up. Here's
4 minutes left in the half. 14-10 game.
Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here.
It's a terrible throw from Ryan. If he leads them, that's a 20-yard gain. Ryan's rattled right now.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Out of the gun now.
He doesn't feel the wear and tear anymore, and it's affecting him. That's what it is. That wear and tear reminded him to not do anything crazy.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
That's what it is. Sure it is.
Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Washington Jr. for a touchdown. The hero in the regular season finale. The hero! The hero! What a catch and what a throw. Mad now.
Offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Real mad.
The quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Way to dive. Mason caught that and just took off on a dive. That was sick. Good read. Good play call by Coach Dodge.
But that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good
on UFK.
And he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with...
Listen, that's a great example of it's not about the mistakes you make. You're going to make mistakes. We made plenty of them. But at the end of the day, you fight. And we fought that drive, 3 touchdowns. That's a huge play going into the second half. We might get the ball back. We'll see. And we do. Defense stopped them. You just can't make those mistakes. We are a sophomore now. We've had a great year. We're making too many careless throws in the last couple weeks.
Looking to throw it on 1st down.
What a block. Number 67. And number 50, was that 57? Missed the block.
Stopped short of the 1st down.
That's a touchdown.
High completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. On the run here. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Washington. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a 1st down.
Wait, I just thought about it. That means other teams don't have wear and tear either.
1st down. Looking to throw the ball.
Oh, that's going to be tough.
After him. They trap him and sack him back.
Well, there's still stamina, though.
Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Caught over the middle. It's Rodriguez.
15 seconds left. They called a timeout.
Late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Did I know how much time was left on the clock? I always know how much time is left.
Why he's had such a great year
Obviously.
this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
Wilcox.
Downfield.
Timeout.
Down the left side, an explosive play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half.
How about slot fades for a touchdown? The Banks.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
I'm just going to sink down in my chair a little bit, and I will see you at the end of the half. That is rough. Oh, wait, we're at the end of the half. Wow, I don't get a long break. Yeah, so Jerry gave a big motivating speech to Ryan. It basically was something like, wake up.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Trying to build
Except a lot longer and a lot other words used.
Stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. It's incomplete.
Okay, Tulane is insane right now. The pressure they're getting, and
at the 25, it's 2nd and 10.
Focus up. We've got this. We're the best quarterback in college football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down.
What is Banks doing this game? Where did he come from? He's had a good year, but he's catching everything. What? Where has this been all year? Don't get me wrong. We made these catches all year, but that was Mason Williams and Hilton Jr. It wasn't Banks. He's wide open. Another one! Give Banks the football. Give him the football. Great throw, too, but give Banks the football. I don't care if he's triple coverage. Oh, it's wide open. Good read.
He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but this pass.
You know what? We're lucky that we are winning, and we're lucky our defense is amazing. Simple as that.
Goes in motion. On 1st down, it's play action.
That's wide open. That is a perfect pass. Good catch, too, but on the money. Glad that motivational speech from Jerry works out. That's a different Ryan gamer. That's Ryan the Punisher gamer. Not Ryan the interception thrower gamer.
You've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Perfect. Like, I mean, absolute perfection. Banks, though. What about Banks, everybody? You just give him the ball. He's going to catch it right now. I said, who's going to step up? Who's going to step up? Banks is going to step up. Hill Jr. went down with the foot fracture. Banks says, I got your back. I mean, are you kidding me? 28-17. That was a long drive for them. Defense couldn't hold them, but the long sustained drive. Wait, are they?
They were clicking last time.
Okay, good luck.
The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. Here comes a first
down. It's a fake. Yeah, they faked me out. A bluff coverage. They were trying to throw us off that they were blitzing the safety or switching to a different coverage, but they didn't.
Getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
Nice grab. It's
beautiful. Give Banks the football.
Finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
No, Banks. I want you to run a slant.
Facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be?
This guy is unstoppable tonight. What has gotten into him? What? Maybe we just haven't been giving him the ball enough because we've been looking at Hilton Jr. so much.
On 1st and 10,
where in the world did he come from? That's a touchdown to Gilmore. Never mind. Great coverage. Wow.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly. And
that was a great execution by Mason Williams. That was gorgeous. The A-Flood, okay.
Just much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback put the ball right on the money.
Are they double coverage there on the outside?
At halftime, spent all the time he could with his
good luck. Double press. No way you could guard Washington like that. Get out of here.
What a catch. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Listen, if you're going to double team Washington on the outside, you better put the safety back against him. You're not keeping up with him after a press with Tulane. They do not have a lot of speed. Like, that's a huge mistake from their defensive coordinator. They do not have the personnel to stop that play. If they keep the safety back, that play is not open. But it's going to open up as soon as they move 2 people up. You can't beat him in a press. Nobody's been able to do that all year. Like, Tulane has clearly not watched the right scouting footage for today's game. That was a huge mistake. And they got a field goal, but our defense is doing good. You know, we didn't help out our defense any of this game. I mean, simple as that. Second half, yes, but first half, no.
Very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Rodriguez, he's wide open.
That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag.
Not the greatest play, but not the greatest pass, but he tried to catch it. Love the effort. I'm looking at Washington here.
Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go.
I can't believe that almost worked. Ryan put that on the money. Wow, he almost caught that. If that was Banks, it's probably a catch today. Defense stopped him. Come on. Yeah, just run it. I mean, the game's not over. Not even close. 15-point game here with 7 minutes left. Far from over, but we got to win this. This should be simple for us to win. Just run it a little bit. Pass, run the clock out. Short completions, get the job done.
While also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, the quick throw.
Well, that's not part of the plan.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
That is beautiful. Gilmore! What a play!
Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it?
These receivers make Ryan the Punisher look good. They've done it all year.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
That was amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. Ryan Gamer has had a great year. We've improved a lot at the quarterback position. We've been a great quarterback this year. We've made mistakes with interceptions, but we're very accurate. And we make some big-time plays and throws, but our receivers really help us, and they really make us look good. You know, it reminds me of Ryan Gamer's brother in College Football 25, Rocket Red Gamer, with the Texas Tech Red Raiders and LSU Tigers. When he played for LSU in the final year, he had a receiver by the name of Samson Jr., and Samson Jr. was the greatest receiver. He ended up being the greatest receiver in college football history. Yes, he broke all the records, and he was unstoppable. And it reminds me of Rhett Gamer just throwing it up to Samson Jr. whenever and Samson catching it. Reminds me of this team. We have so many talented receivers. We don't really have a Samson Jr. Hill Jr.'s close, but nobody was like Samson Jr. If you missed that series, go back and watch it and watch that final season and just see how much of a superstar that player was. He honestly was the best receiver I've seen in College Football 25 and College Football 26 combined, and maybe even classic college football games that I used to play. I mean, like, oh my, he was unstoppable. But this team, we have so many weapons, and we deliver a slightly accurate pass. It doesn't have to be slightly. It can be moderately accurate. They're going to catch it. Like, you throw it in their direction, they dominate. That's, if we win a national championship, that is why we win.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw.
And, hey, offensive line. Offensive line deserves a whole lot of credit.
Good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. The defender.
Yeah, it's a long shot.
The football. And now it's second down. Incompletion.
Listen, we're exposing one of Tulane's weakness today. Their secondary. Even though they did have 3 interceptions, so what do I know? Right, like, that is perfect. Absolute perfection.
As they put 6 more on the board.
The most perfect pass you could ever deliver. Defender's not looking. He can't turn his head around. He couldn't get to it anyways. That was amazing.
But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
What a touch pass. You know, in the old Madden games, when I say old, I mean recent Madden games. This year is a lot better in the sense that they can't just turn around and warp into an interception. They do it sometimes, but they do it sometimes in this game. But That's one of those, you talk about like the last 6 years of Madden that has drove me crazy. I'd say maybe last 8 years of Madden is you throw it like that, wide open, a nice fade, beautiful touch pass or beautiful throw. They would just do a 360 jump and intercept it. One of the best improvements that they made in this year and also for college football 25 last year is that those warp interceptions. Those warp interceptions are the most frustrating things in modern day football games. It drives me nuts. Now, that was awesome that happened, but I'm glad that that has been something that they've improved. I wouldn't say it's perfect. It still happens with like 99 overall or high overall players. They'll still do it. But 517 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, yeah, 3 interceptions, but it's not about the mistakes you make, it's about how you respond. A rough first half, but look what we did after that. And that's what it's about. It's about the heart.
And here comes the Kentucky offense.
Do you have the heart to still fight after the struggles? It's hard to fight through 3 interceptions, right? Ryan Gamer could do it. It helps that he throws a lot of interceptions.
Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Not as many as his brother Rhett Gamer in college football 25. Not even close.
I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some
abandon the running game. It's 49-52, and Coach Dodge is still throwing.
I know he's putting up some yards.
I love our coach this year. Coach Dodge is fierce.
That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down. So it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
Looking to throw it.
Hey, Coach Dodge, I believe, looking back, he coached at Georgia. Like in this game. I could be wrong. I'm not sure where. I thought he came from Georgia. Maybe it was Georgia Tech. I can't remember where he came from. But for some reason, I was thinking maybe Georgia. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, not the greatest drive there. Game's over. Hey, Tulane put up a fight. Give them credit. They picked off Ryan Gamer 3 times. What a win. We're moving on.
And advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What an incredible game. I mean, a tale of 2 halves. Really a rough first half for Ryan the Punisher. So many mistakes. So many mistakes, and that could have cost us the game. But it's not about the mistakes you make, it's about how you respond and move forward. We move forward with an incredible second half, throwing over 517 yards and 7 touchdowns. We exposed that Tulane defense. We did, and we said, welcome to the SEC. That was our go today. Welcome to the SEC. And they met the Southeastern Conference runner-ups and the Kentucky Wildcats, and they couldn't handle us. 49-20. But they fought. That was a good football team. I know they had a lot of weaknesses defensively, but they ran for 117 yards against our great defense, and they threw for 257. That's really good. We had 517 yards. We had no rushing, minus 11. That is wild. Minus 11. We don't run very much. But yeah, Tulane did a good job stopping the run. I honestly don't even remember running that game. Like, that's how few we ran. 203 rating, 35 for 47, 517 yards, 7 touchdowns, but those 3 interceptions are rough. They make it not a great game. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but if you throw 3 interceptions, I don't think you can ever go away and be like, it's a great game. You're always going to remember those. Will Cox, he's back, 11 attempts, 29 yards. Ryan Gamer got sacked quite a bit, minus 40. We only got sacked 4 times, I think. Only. That's quite a bit. Banks, 7 for 93, 1 touchdown. Look how much we spread the ball around. That's what great quarterbacks do. Banks with the touchdown. Wilcox with the touchdown. Mason Williams with 2 touchdowns. Gilmore with 1. Washington Jr. with 1. Rodriguez with 1. You know, Hilton Jr. went down with injury. This game was dedicated to Hilton Jr. We could have done this year without him. He led us to this point. And unfortunately, he'll be out, and he might be able to play in the national championship game if all goes to plan. But our team dedicated this win to him. Every receiver on our team got a touchdown for Hilton Jr. That's how you spread the ball around. That is a great quarterback right there. He's not just looking at one guy. He's looking around. Every receiver got more than 4 receptions. That is amazing. Now, what about Banks? That guy played the game of his life. Like, are you kidding me? Imagine the celebration at Lexington, Kentucky tonight. Like, I mean, Banks is gonna be celebrated so much on campus for that play, those catches today, and Williams, this entire offensive line, 2 sacks for the defense, any interceptions? Yeah, we intercepted them once. Nice. But yeah, just a great game. All you can say, that was just great football. And do you want to win or do you want to lose? That's the question you always have to ask yourself. And we proved that we wanted to win. In the first half, it kind of looked like Ryan was throwing that game, right? Like, was Ryan throwing it in the first half? We cannot confirm or deny whether he was or not. But I mean, yeah, that was rough. But we turned it on. And we had moments in the first quarter where we were playing pretty good. In second quarter, but no, second quarter was just rough. Didn't we throw 3 interceptions in the second, or is it just one? Just one. One is one too many. No, you're always guaranteed about 1 or 2 here on the channel. I believe we play Penn State next. Look, single season record broken. Ryan Gamer set the SEC single season passing yards record. Come on. Let's go. Another record broken. And what else? Single season record. Ryan Gamer set the single season passing touchdowns record. Come on, 2 Southeastern Conference records set from Ryan the Punisher in sophomore year. What else? Yep, college football playoff game winner. I believe we play Penn State next. I believe. I believe Penn State was the, it is going to be Penn State. But yeah, let's advance the week. That was incredible. That was just phenomenal football. And the team just wanted to win. And we had the better personnel. The interesting thing is, when you have the better personnel, you know you're the better team, what do you have to do? Limit turnovers. Don't give them momentum. We had the opposite first half strategy. We gave them a lot of momentum, but then we took it in the second half. Coach Dodge says, "Hey Gamer, we've been so pleased with how you've been playing lately. Keep it up. You're setting a great example for the others." Thank you, Coach. Yeah, give polite answer. Thank you, Coach. Coach trust increase. Yeah, I mean, love that Coach Dodge is out here complimenting us. It is Penn State. Number 5 and number 4 team in the Rose Bowl game, the second round of the college football playoff, the quarterfinals, on our road to the national championship game. And you know, Penn State, I looked at their roster, I really did, and I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna finish that sentence whatsoever. I'm not gonna say a word. They have a lot of depth. That's what I'm gonna say. They have a lot of depth. They have a lot of depth, but their starters on a defense perspective, speed-wise, we're better. Our offense from a wide receiver perspective should dominate. Their defensive line is really good. Secondary is not super fast. They've got talent, don't get me wrong, but I'm not too afraid of them. I'm just gonna be honest, right? Remember I said that next week. We average 40 points a game, they average 34. We average 428 passing, they average 260. We don't have a lot of rushing, but they have a lot of rushing, 130. We have a great rush defense, though. We got to take a look at the college football playoff bracket and see what else happened. What a year. Here we go. First round, Michigan wins against Auburn, advancing to the quarterfinals. That was a 35-32 win. Houston takes down Oregon 24-16 to advance. And then Georgia took down the LSU Tigers 31-21. Georgia, I really wanted to play against them. Come on, Georgia. I wanted to play LSU in the national championship. We got to get there first. But yeah, LSU is out. They beat the best team twice this year. Us. Yeah, we were the best team. They beat us twice. Now, I'm glad we didn't get the 2 seed, right? Like, look, you all like, Ryan, it's a good thing you're up here and don't have to play your nemesis, Georgia. And you're 100% correct. I lose to Georgia so often. Like, every time I play Georgia, I lose. Any dynasty, any road to glory, it does not matter. When I play the Bulldogs, they always win, and it drives me crazy. You all can tell how mad it makes me. They make me so angry every single time I play them. Wow, just thinking about it. We may have to play them in the national championship game, but I'm glad we lost the SEC championship. because we don't have to play Georgia until if we make it to the national championship. But let me tell you, these defenses here, Penn State, Michigan, and Miami, these teams are stacked to the max. Now, I said, like, looking at Michigan's roster and Miami, they're better teams from a starter standpoint than Penn State. I'm not saying Penn State is bad. I promise you, I'm not saying that. They are not bad. They have a really good team. But just looking at the numbers, like, of their starters, I'm talking about speed and matchups. We have the better matchups, and we have matchups that can take down Penn State. It's just as simple as that. Now, Michigan, on the other hand, their speed and defense and linebackers, I hope we don't have to play them. I know they're ranked 9, but trust me, I do not want to play Michigan. So, quarterfinal matchups: Kentucky against Penn State, Michigan against Miami, Houston against Notre Dame, and Georgia against Alabama. Those are some big-time games. Is Notre Dame going to make it in back-to-back seasons to the national championship game? They should have been the number 1 team. They should have, but they can't because they're not in a conference. I guess as an independent, maybe 3 is the highest they can be. So they got robbed from the 1 seed. They won the national championship last year, and they're looking to win this year and prove to the College Football Playoff Committee they are the number 1 team. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be an exciting playoff here. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. Already, we knew that was going to be a big win. We knew it going into that. You don't want to talk too soon, but I knew we were going to win that game. I had that confidence. Now, this next game, I don't have that confidence going in. It's going to be a battle, and we know that Penn State has a great offense. Their defense is what I think we can score on. It's their offense that will be really tough for our team to stop. Their offense is a power run game, wild runs. They are really good. They've had a great year rushing. They actually, I think, led the Big Ten in rushing yards. I think them and Michigan. But yeah, what a year it's been so far. It's not over. Rose Bowl quarterfinal matchup there in the college football playoffs in the next episode. But thank you all for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for plenty more sports game content. I will see you on the next one. And as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.